My name is Dalton High. I'll be talking to you about the spiral of silence today. During the 1991 Gulf War, a survey was taken to see who supported the war and who didn't. When the survey was given out, it was noticed that the people who took their survey did not support the war, but then tended to change their answers once they saw that the media depicted that the majority thought was that they supported the war. My speech today will be concerning a couple of topics about the spiral of silence. The first point is just the definition of the theory. The second point is why people don't speak their mind and get into what is so-called a spiral of silence. And lastly, I'll talk about some factors that will get out of the spiral of silence. The spiral of silence, the theory came about in 1978 to 1980. It was theories created by Elizabeth Noel Neumann. It was during World War II under the Nazis. And basically, it's just when Adolf Hitler dominated society and the minority Jews became silent due to the fear of isolation or separation. So that's the main definition of spiral of silence. People don't want to speak their mind because they're afraid of being rejected, being put into isolation. And opposite of that, the people who believe that their thought is the majority, they tend to speak their mind more often. So you have to think about it. If one of your friends that you're around a lot of the time has different beliefs, different thoughts, and a lot of people reject them, would you start to reject them too just because you're being around them? You have to think about that. That kind of thing happens all the time. Like I said, it was created by Elizabeth Noel Neumann. Here is a little chart that she created. This is the whole spiral. The top is the opinions that express as dominant, and then how it gets smaller at the bottom, that's where the majority or the minority vote would be. So that's just a little example of her spiral of silence that she created. So why don't people speak their mind? It's basically because they want to agree with the public opinion. And then, like I said, the majority, the more they are willing to openly disclose the opinion, they do it in public. And if the sentiment changes, the person will recognize that the opinion is less supported, and then they won't express it publicly. So people just don't want to be isolated or separated from other groups. They want to be popular. That's why they don't speak up. This is commonly seen in politics, stuff like that. So, a little bit of how to get out of the spiral of silence. From my research, it said a lot of people are highly educated, greater influence. They tend not to care what people think about what they say, so they tend to speak up more often, regardless of their opinion. Another thing that helps people get out of it is social media. Now, Facebook, Twitter, allows people to express their opinion without saying it publicly in front of a bunch of people. Because if you think about it, a lot of people on those things, you don't see them every day. You probably don't even really see them at all. And then there'll be some people on there that do agree with you, and of course some that don't. But that's one factor that helps people get out of it. And other people that have already been isolated, separated, shunned out, they tend to speak their mind because they have nothing else to lose. They don't need to fear about being isolated because they already are. So, some of the main points that I went over today was the theory of silence, which was not willing to speak up because they are afraid of isolation. So, why don't you just speak your mind to prove your point? I mean, I can understand it could be certain topics you don't want to speak up about, which is fine, I understand that. But if you feel like your opinion is right, if other people don't, speak up about it anyways. People have different opinions about everything. So that was my presentation on the spiral of silence, as created by Elizabeth Neumann. Thank you very much.